Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Welcome to the daytime stream for the Friday stream. Ooh, new breaks. New breaks, Snorlax and Tyranitar. Tyranitar. All right, hot new breaks. Maybe I should say hot new breaks. We're also going to say live customs and Poke Shuffles on fire. And what else should we say? Probably, actually, let's remove that live customs and Poke Shuffles. Let's say the jumbo pack break is close. Looks like Karis just texted me. And finally, we're going to say live customs are popular. Last night, we almost only sold live customs and Poke Shuffles. I don't know what it is. That's become the #1 product somehow. So that's the #1 product. Oops, we're going live for Friday day. We're starting at 3:50, so we're about 50 minutes later than I'd like. I blame that on just waking up a little later. My sleep schedule's been shifting over, especially after we did that whole IVF trip and I went to sleep really late, so that's not good. I got to try, maybe set an alarm and wake up earlier. But then, you know, I had the breakfast and all that, and by the time I was done, I came in here and made a video, and then so we're already running late by then. All right, we're getting rid of this. We're getting rid of this. PSA says I'm getting paid out. I'm going to delete all these. Let's delete these emails as well. Any other spare emails? All right, so we just plugged all that in. Let's go ahead and pin the website. No new card sets today. We're waiting for new card sets to start arriving. We're expecting Pitch Black to arrive probably on Monday or Tuesday. So that is what we're expecting. In fact, I might be able to look that up. Let me hit refresh on this. Okay, and then let's hit track package. Yeah, we're expecting Monday or Tuesday for Pitch Black. Hopefully faster, not slower. Ooh, it says I have 2 more items to ship out here. What are these? Somebody bought some of these BGS displays, of which it says I have only 19 of them. Okay, that's not good. And then I really need to get on that. I need to know how many displays I have, and then I need to make new listings for the SGC display, which isn't even listed. Let's see. Let's jump back over here. Hit copy. We already pinned this? Let me pin this. Oh, Karis is pinging me again. What is she saying, I wonder? Let's see. She's saying... Click. Oh, she's just saying okay. All right. So let's see. So we got that set up. Let's go ahead and alert people that we are live. That's what we do, right? So we're going to head over to Discord and start there. We already did Discord. Let's go ahead and go to Instagram and Facebook. So I was making a new short showing off all the breaks. I like to do that from time to time, especially when we get new breaks. I like to do that. New breaks in our live stream. We're live right now. All right. That's my job. We have to advertise the stream aggressively. People need to know we exist, and then we need to, let's see. And then we need to let them know we're live. Okay. So we'll close that. Let's head over to Facebook. Hey, what's up, everybody? How do I do shipping as a first-time shipper? Do I add my address in the notes when I pay or send it in an email? Well, how do you like to pay? Let me start there. How do you normally pay? Are you using the website? Are you sending money directly over, you know, Cash App or something? How do you like to pay? All right, there we go. So that's done. All right, and we finished this big Sarah order. Heat advisory issued. Ah, man, it's really hot this weekend. Let's see. I sent you a PM in Discord about my sealed Pokemon collection. I thought I did reply to that. I get a lot of messages, and I do have trouble keeping up with it all. Oh, there it is. Corrupted data. Did I respond? Oh, here it is. Let's see. So you've given me an inventory list or something like that. This is too much information. I need to know what good deals you have on sealed booster boxes. All right. Would you be open to this? Mr. Dwight. Let's see. There's not really a way for me to make money doing this with you. So, let's see. Okay, and now we have this person, Iris. Okay. Seems like a fake account. Here's a message from Mr. Jeff. Yes, that price is accurate now. We priced the item with a profit margin based on restock prices, and then as time goes by, we don't touch the price for a while and it begins to look normal. Okay, so we might price an item once every few months. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump over here. Let's see. All right, Jeff's disagreeing with my price on Final Fantasy. As it approaches, sorry, I'm being quiet. All right, there it goes. All right, there we go. Woo! Let's go turn on the iPad. Da-da-da. Oh, I'm going to respond to him again. All right. Whew. Look at that trade break. Isn't that cute? Look at that Gyarados. He looks like such a deadly Pokemon. That's beautiful, man. Okay. Let's get the camera fixed. Very nice. Other than waiting for like 4 hours to restock. What? Somehow it's impossible to get any packs around here near Seattle. Yeah. Got Pitch Black for almost $8 a pack. Hit the like button. Booster bundle. GameStop sells perfect order. GameStop has no business charging over MSRP. Yeah, that's really interesting. GameStop's a whole corporation, and you think they would get direct supply from Pokemon distribution and probably even preference. Like, I'm pretty sure Walmart and Target get preference. So it's weird. It's like if Target and Walmart, after receiving their product, they then resold it at scalper prices. And they're not doing like a service, like they're not sitting down and going live and opening your packs for you like DoorDash. They're just regular retail. It is pretty wild. I actually have to agree. Let's see. What about Temu? Yeah, what about Temu? You know what else is ice cold in this chat? GameStop sell over MSRP. Might as well hustle, but from CardConomist. How do I do shipping as a first-time shipper? Do I add my address in the notes? So I noticed Mr. Stacked did not. Oh, there he did respond. Okay, so Mr. Stacked, let me provide you a way to share your shipping address. You ready? So here we go. So TheCardconomist@gmail.com. The best way to get your item shipped, send that $9 in, and then email me at TheCardconomist, that's just my name, at gmail.com. Provide that address, and we'll get your email as well, and we'll send you a tracking number when we print the label. Today's a great day to do your shipping, everybody. It is the weekend, and Miss Alexis is coming in. She hasn't arrived yet, so she's coming in for the Friday shipping. Great time to do your shipping. All right. Let's see. Let me respond to Jeff one more time. We're like having a discussion. All right, let's jump back over here. So we're jumping over to PayPal, and we're hitting refresh on the website. Imagine DoorDash people delivering Pokemon cards. I'm pretty sure that's already a thing. Like, I'm pretty sure you could have a DoorDash guy go to GameStop, and if they have the item in stock, they can deliver it to your home. So, but then you're paying all that premium, right? And it's plus, you know, I don't know if GameStop's going to have a premium on their item, but apparently they might. But so you're going to pay all these premiums to have that convenience, and it starts to kind of just even out to look probably like a rip and ship price anyways. Here we are. GameStop can't. They just started that. Yeah, I heard about that. Here we go. Very nice. All right. Grabbing this. Ooh. Okay, so last night was pretty bonkers. Last night we were selling an enormous amount of Poke Shuffles and live customs. You guys know what they are. It's these guys and these guys. I mean, it's almost the only thing we sold last night. I guess people just love this product. I'm going to work extra hard to make those products really desirable because I can see that they're a successful part of what we do. So here I've pulled up some completely unsearched, unsorted, untested vintage Topps cards from Pokemon the movie. I'm going to sleeve each one up, and we might start popping some of these into those live customs. So now when you pull a live custom, you have a chance for a nice Topps card to come out. And you know, if any of these grade 10, they're worth like probably close to $100 in a 10. Drones delivering Pokeboxes. Yeah, I think that, you know, it would be interesting if the Pokemon Company did change their distribution system so that, you know, cards were just delivered straight to your home rather than to like card shops or to Walmart or to Target. Because, you know, when you deliver it to a card shop or to a retail shop, even to a ribbon shipper like myself, we're all acting sort of as middlemen. So it would be better for the Pokemon Card Company to deliver the product straight to you guys. That's the truth. And, you know, if it's better for you guys, I don't mind. So I think that if they could do that, that'd be great. And I think they try to do that with their website. Here's the problem, though. The problem is they can't figure out who's a reseller and who's not. So you could have some very clever bot reseller with like 1,000 accounts all trying to order from the website at the same time to build up, you know, a distribution priced backstock of cards so that they can then resell it through eBay or whatever it is they do. So yeah, I mean, it must be really hard for Pokemon to figure out who's a real person and who's a business to business situation. Just got so close to buying 30th on Pokemon Center and got an error. Ooh, that sucks. Only a matter of time those get snipped. There we go. So check it out. Again, this is a lot of cards here. These are coming from look out. Look at how nice this is. Ooh. Very nice. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Mister, did I get my spot last night on that Lego Luffy? I can't remember. You probably did. Here, let's take a quick look. I think so, because Lego Luffy moves by 2 spots. You were spending your store credit because you sold me back that Snorlax. Here we are, Kihun Row. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 of these. Hey, that actually counted up to 8. Do we have him at 7? That's off by 1. Oh, so he's actually at 8. There it is. All right, and let's grab these live customs. I'm going to pop some of these in here. Good. That one. How about the next one? Oh, that's Rayquaza. I like that one. Wait, he can stay. That's a nice pull, actually. How's this? Okay. Put one of these in here. Okay. Ghastly, he can stay. This is junk. So I'm getting some of these into the live custom box. How you guys doing on this fine Friday? A couple cold ones in a row here, huh? Okay. Oh, a bunch of cold ones in a row. You don't want to pull these. Well, this is good too, though, you know, because it means if somebody were to pull these... Ah, Marnie, huh? Okay, so we'll stop there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yikes, that's $400 before you run into Marnie. Must have been something was supposed to be earlier in that queue. All right, pull that back over there. So we got some of these vintage Topps cards going into the live custom packs so that even if you miss, you're still pulling a vintage card. Pulled an SIR out of Pitch Black, but it was a trainer. Hi, mister, I think I have a small bag, which you can have. Thanks for everything over the years. Thomas Hogue donating his bag. No problem, man. All right, let's see. What? Look at that baggie. But it's got the butt in it. It's a little bit older, isn't it? It's from 1025. It's been a while, huh? You're taking a little break, huh? All right, we'll pop this up here. Okay, just donating all that. Let's see, is this going good? I got a donation too, don't I? There we go. Ooh, very nice. Good. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Oh, just got a notification. Put him on the donation card. You're right. Your package was just delivered. Ooh. Oh, never mind. It was Hidden Fates. So it was Chinese Hidden Fates. Yeah, we just got a restock of All-Stars Chinese. And so I'm pretty well stocked on that product. It's one of my favorite Chinese products. Thomas Hogue. Mr. Thomas. We'll put you down for 50 bucks. How does that sound? Moving to Thailand? Are you really moving to Thailand? You don't want to stick around? Check this out, guys. We got all this beautiful packs. Oh, I missed this detail. This actually has 1 spot left. So this is the jumbo pack break. I can see we're 19 minutes in. We got 29 viewers. What's up, guys? Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, Ascended Heroes. We got some ungraded cards there. Yeah, maybe this needs one of those bonus cards. Give me a minute. Giving away some of these bonus cards. You guys like bonus cards? I like bonus cards. All right, another bonus card in here for whoever wins. All right. What if the bonus cards were actually for the empty boosters? That'd be interesting. So that everybody walks away with something. All right, Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, Ascended Heroes. All of these guys. All these boosties. Wow. Cool, man. All right, so that's the jumbo pack break. Actually, yeah, it would make a lot of sense if we took these and these went into the cold booster packs so that the other spots ended up with pulls. Doesn't that make sense? I forgot to hit the like button. Retiring around October. Congrats on your retirement. Here we are. You can't retire. You can't just go to Thailand. There's too many sexy women over there. It is. All right, very nice. Hey, you can be my supplier of Thai Pokemon. You can get over there, get distribution, and then just forward it over here. What do you think? I forgot to hit the like button. No, I'm just kidding. I did have a guy reach out to me about that, but it didn't really work out. Like, I told him to change contacts over to Instagram, and he never did. Guess you could say he's retiring. But very good. Very nice. All right, we're rotating the 9 slab channel. We've got Unknown A9. Man, imagine this is graded 10. Brett Love was telling me, no, this isn't a 10. It's very clearly a 9. That's super cool, though, man. Here's a Pikachu for 30 bucks. Here's a Avacyn, Angel of Hope. Here's an Umbreon, Trick or Trade. Here's Torn from Within, Plains, and Trico for $200. Wow. That's crazy, but at the same time, it really doesn't surprise me. We're seeing PSA 10 prices on these yellow bordered hollows reach like $1,000, $600 being pretty standard, but going as high as $1,000. And look at the artwork here. This clever looking Trico artwork by Komiya. So that's not a surprise. Yeah, you guys been paying attention to that? The holographic cards from Sun and Moon era are starting to become pretty expensive. Yo, Brett Love told me he wanted a unknown break. I wonder if other people would jump into this if I turned it into a break. Could be like a 4-spot break with $30. That is an idea. Toss this over here. All right. I need a Chinese supplier for sure. You know, Chinese Pokemon cards, I feel, have become kind of important. And I have not established a good business relationship with any one Chinese card supplier. There was a guy, he's a British guy who moved to China, and he and I have worked out a deal once or twice. Every time I talk to him, he wants to charge basically the same price as eBay. And then I go, why don't I just buy it on eBay then? He's like, yeah, well, you can't trust those guys. It's like, dude, if you're going to be the same price as eBay, then there's no reason to have a special relationship with you. Like, there's no game. So he likes to do his price the same as eBay, and it's like, that's... I mean, if you're selling out, you're doing good. The new 9 break. Here we are. It's always a 9. Tag Team 3 Birds break day 2. Okay, we'll call this one the 9 break. Crazy. Lots of table breaks. I like this unknown. It's from Diamond Pearl. And it's a $30 buy-in. It's just a really lovely card. Okay. Maybe I can be your South Korean supplier. Unfortunately, I already have that. And he does a great job. So he gets pretty good pricing. And he's fast with the shipping. And he even does a trick where he kind of underdeclares it. So that guy is really good. And so anytime I need something, he's been pretty helpful. Cherry's Art. I got a really whack quote for OP17 from my Japanese distributor, though. I didn't like that. He just quoted me today for OP17. He still hasn't quoted Pokemon, which makes me nervous. He needs to quote the new Rayquaza set, and he hasn't done it. But I got a quote from that guy for $2,300 and that's before import fees. $2,300 for a case of OP17. I was like, no way. That's just too high. So it must be a set that he's anticipating running out of. That's my perspective on it. He's scared to sell it, which is something that really does happen. When people are scared to sell a set, they raise the price. And it's because they just, you know, they're not sure how they're going to source it in the future. So Korean's generally good to work with. Yeah, well, he's been very good. I thought I saw a Pokemon Center being built in Bangkok. He said the thing. What did I say? Let's see. Retiring around October, moving to Thailand, put him on the donation card. Let's see, pulled an SIR out of Pitch Black. Just looking at all the comments. It's Friday. We had a pretty busy Thursday, actually. Did you guys know that? Thursday was a pretty poppin' day. I wonder if we'll have a poppin' day for Friday. All right, let's see. We have Ivan Rodriguez, PSA 9, Pikachu Hollow. All right, so I'm supposed to be repricing these. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a quick look at it and make sure it's not like $100, okay? So these just came from the nines box from a while ago. PSA 9, I'm checking last sold, okay? So this is a very old price on that Pikachu. Let's see, PSA 9, shipping ended recently. Not shipping, pricing ended recently. All right, we're going to honor that price. It looks like it's pretty good. Last sold for 45, you're getting it for 30. Mr. Ivan. Okay. Thanks, Ivan. First order of the day is Mr. Ivan. Yeah, with the giveaway, we're pretty slow with the giveaway. Oh, you'll like this, Mr. Ivan. We're rotating all the nines today. Isn't that cool? So what was I going to say? The giveaway, we're pretty slow with it. It usually pops out at the end of the stream, but I feel like we should actually give away some of the spots at the beginning of the stream. Don't you guys think? So you guys are here early, and I'd like to reward you guys for that. So I'm going to hit refresh. Next, TCC. All right, type in TCC. We'll get you into this giveaway. It's a lovely card, by the way. I keep showing it off. This one's a little better than usual. It's one of these top Star Wars Galaxy cards. It shows the lightsaber battle from Star Wars 1. And it's actually a numbered card, too. How cool is that? So it's really lovely. I priced it at 40. That might have been a misprice. Might be worth more than 40. I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and get about... let's get 2 early people in. So we're going to have Desire Snake going in. And number 12 will be Resendez. Resendez is going in. So there's 3 more spots to give away. And we'll give them out later throughout the stream, okay? But thank you guys for being here early. You guys are the early team. You guys are the real ones. So we got to start handing out early spots more often, just because I feel like you guys come and support the stream right away. Here's Ivan. He says he'll take the Lord of the Rings card. Good choice. So we intentionally priced this one pretty low just to have it be able to leave the table. Today's a fun day when it's all the 9s up on the table. Let me tell you something, guys. 9s are selling like fast, maybe faster than 10s, because 10s are hitting like these crazy premiums. And so people are paying a lot of money for a Pokemon 10 or just about anything graded 10 like this Bowser. People are paying really high premiums on that. And the 9s are so affordable now. You see people scooping up quality 9s. You see it happening. As always, I buy 9s. Some good art, but too expensive ones. So let's see. Huntail. That's from Hidden Legends. It's really cool. Tyranitar. Look at this. Eye of Timaeus for only 70. That's a ghost rare from Second Haunting. Really cool. Dark Golduck. Now, that one's not mine. Same with this Charizard. That's not mine. Slowpoke's not mine. Pikachu's not mine. Pikachu so far is the only ungraded card on consignment. So if you guys have like a ungraded card in your bag you want to sell on consignment, reach out to me. We do that. We do that. We do ungraded cards. What do we got here? We got some more stuff, I'm sure, like this Plains. Tsukiyomi, he's just hit the box. Here's this really nice looking Rayquaza. Here's Ammonite. Here's Sephiroth, Fabled Soldier. Fabled Soda. TG06 Gengar. Mr. My cards arrived. Thank you again. Everything was there. Sweet. All right. Oh, I forgot. We got to go looking for cards. We got to go looking for Justin Kim and another guy. Wrote it down on a little card. Here it is. I actually forgot about this. Chris G, Consignment Girls, Missing Slab, Justin Kim, David Moray's maybe a Missing Slab, SpongeBob. All right, so we're going to go looking for that. Miss Alexa's coming over. Maybe I can ask her to go looking. Look at this. Oh, that's pricey, though. Look at this. This one's nice. Okay, there's a nice Dragonite. Dragonite. Some good art, but expensive ones. All right, let's see. Oops. All right, we've got Umbreon. You guys can type in TCC in the keywords now, by the way, because it'll still get you into the giveaway whenever it does go off. Kylo Ren for 38. That's pretty good. Gengar for 20. See, that just... Oh, no, it's an 8. I get it. It's an 8. All right. I was going to say, that seems too cheap. Some nice cards right here. Okay. Showing off some of these excellent rotations. You guys might have a hole burning in your pocket. It's Friday. Let's see what's next. Here's an Ivan. He says he'll snatch up the Dragonite. Yeah, the Dragonite's really pretty. Okay, today's stream brought to you by Ivan. Okay. Very good. Mister, let me sell my graded magic cards for consignment. My graded magic cards, says Mr. Jonathan Lewandowski. Are they already over here? Like, are they returns? They are. Let's see. Putting this away. Here's me refreshing the website. Da-da-da. All right. Whoa. I don't remember servicing a Danny Diaz. Oh, this is actually a pre-order. Danny Diaz. Shipping. Okay, we got a shipping order to take care of it. Let's go ahead and do that now. Danny Diaz. Ugh. Mr. Danny. All right. Empty. It's a single graded card. I have a bunch of stuff over there, but the Slab is one of them. So you've got a graded card. You would like to grab it from these shipping boxes and then offer it on consignment. There's one Danny Diaz bag. Let's make sure you don't have like two. That's heavy. Daniel, David, Darwin. A lot of Darwin bags. Oof, that's heavy. Dylan. Danny Diaz. Look at that. That was smart that I checked. I just had a funny feeling. Here's another Darwin Morales. Lots of Darwin. Okay, I just had a funny feeling that you might have had two bags. Good. We'll just go ahead and combine them into one bag. Look at that. All right. Let's go ahead and get him a label. Ho ho. So, I'm gonna jump here. Should I restart the shipping software? I think I will. It's Friday, guys. Happy Friday, everybody. How's it going? What's going on in your lives? What's the news you guys are interested in? Any stories? I love the jibber jabber. I love to yap. Last night was crazy. You should have seen last night near the end. We were really swamped. Sarah Duseberry came in with some huge orders, and like the whole stream, actually, we were just opening live customs and Poke Shuffles. I just kind of can't believe how popular those are at this point. All right. We've never had that before. Now, wait a second. Have we never shipped Danny before? All right. I don't think we've shipped him before. So let me get in here. Let's get to the website. All right, he provided all his information. Got it. Mr. Danny. He listed his apartment twice. Didn't have to do that. Ooh, I hear boats going outside. Man, I wish I had a boat. I'm living on the lake, but I'm not enjoying the lake, you know. All right, so there's 7x4x4. We're gonna hit print postage. Then it's gonna say, do you want to print it for tomorrow? All right, so the price for the label is being updated as we speak. They're moving me from a nice mountain view to cubicles. It feels so dehumanizing. Ooh, that sucks, man. I'm so sorry. Oops, hold on, wait a second. All right. They're moving me from nice mountain views office to cubicles. Yuck, dude. That's like a nightmare. It's like a millennial nightmare, because we all know, like, our parents did that lifestyle where they went to cubicles and you know, oh, look, the word nightmare is on the table too. Look at that, nightmare. I think millennials are very aware of sort of like the work lifestyle that our parents and our grandparents had and how unfulfilling it was. Gen Z as well. So we want our jobs to be like cooler or something, you know what I mean? Like, it's like put some effort in. Cubicles, it is pretty frustrating, the idea of cubicles. It's sort of like being a hamster in the hamster wheel. And, but you know what? I don't even have that good of views. I can't see anything. My windows are all blocked. So if it makes you feel better, I'm right next to the beautiful lake and I can't see it. I have all my blinds closed and my views blocked because we don't want any extra sunlight in the room. We're gonna keep the room air conditioned, private, not too much sunlight on the cards. We don't want anything like that. We're looking for one person to join the jumbo pack break. This is over when one person joins. $40 buy-in. There it is. I know $40 is a little bit of a commitment. It's not even my fault. Our VP volunteered our whole department to make room for more employees. Wow. So you're not being like punished with the cubicle. They're just like, they've dismissed you. Yes, put him in a cubicle. Let someone else have the good stuff. Make room for more employees. That sucks. Tell him I either get the cubicle or I'm out of here. I ain't sticking around I'm sorry. I either get the mountain views. Did I say that right the first time? I think I did actually. All right, let's go ahead and hit refresh over here, see what's going on. We got Habibi, free Palestine. Habibi, I heard that the government of Hamas is actually dissolving. What do you think of that? That's the last thing I've heard about Israel. Here's Ivan Rodriguez, the Halloween Gengar 8. This has got to be a good deal. I mean, it's cheaper than the price of grading at that time. I almost feel like this is an easy $40 flip. All right, there we go. I should Alex Viva La Revolution. There we go. Pikachu, Pikachu. What do we got down here? We got some more cards. Here's another one of these Umbreons for $18. That's pretty cheap. Here's Parasect for... These are so cheap. Why don't I just give them away? I gotta have constant giveaway cards. Seems like it would be a fantastic giveaway, doesn't it? Where'd the other one go? Here it is. So these are pretty affordable giveaways. There we go. They're still lovely. I mean, they're Umbreons. So here's a Gengar. Here's, hey pal, you just blow in from Stupid Town. Parasect from the vending series. Wow. Cool, man. This got a 9. Oh, maybe a little too off center on the right side. That's too bad, man. Some of the vending cards I sent into tag actually got 10s. If this one had gotten a 10, it would have been so good. All right. Free Poppy stand. This Dratini, no rarity symbol, Dratini. We're going to have to check some of the prices on these. That's part of my job. I have to actually check the prices on some of these items because we just, we're rotating the box. And you know what that means. It means we do price checks. And because some of these cards have been sitting for a long time. Let's check that Parasect right now, in fact. How's he doing? So, he clearly costs more than $40. Let me check sold, though. Okay, last sold for about $45. This is a fair price. All right, sent for Parasect. Oh, how interesting. He just sold. Okay, so you just snatched him. Very good. You never know. It might be worth trying to regrade him. Look him over real careful, okay? He looks a little off-center on one side. That might have been the thing that did it. But you never know when a grading company is just a little nicer and decides, hey, this is a 10. And, you know, if it swaps up into a 10, that's a lot of money. So, in my opinion, surprisingly, tag is somewhat harsher than PSA is on the grading. So that's my opinion of tag. They can be harsher. As harsh as PSA is. That's why I buy tag 10 so confidently, because I've graded with them a lot, so I know what they have to do, kind of like get through to get a 10. Here's Dallas Willis. 1 booster box of Union Arena My Hero and shipping. Sounds good. Are we opening this box? We're opening it, right? Also, I sold a box of the Nintendo game packs online. I need to ship that. Let me get this label real fast. So we're going to hit print. Nintendo Topps game packs. Please print. Okay, print. Good. And the other one. Somebody ordered 3 BGS displays. I don't know how many displays I have. I need to go look it all up. Stephen Del Monaco. Okay, print. Print. All right. I forget to put in my shipping email. I have 2 bags and a slab. It says Mr. Stacked. 2 bags and a slab. Sounds good. So this shall say Mario box. Oh, wait, wait a second, I'm a bit confused. Are you the guy who, Dallas Willis, are you the guy who was asking about shipping? I realize this is a Cash App order. I didn't receive an email from you. Oh, there it is, Dallas Willis shipping. Okay, good. All right, so we're opening the box, and he's got 2 bags and a slab to ship. Thank you. Now this one shall say 3 BGS. Display. All right, I have to go find this Mario box. Then I have to grab the Union Arena box and open it for you. And then I think I have to subtract that from eBay. And then, yes. So all these things. I'll be right back. We used to sell a lot of the Nintendo game packs in the live stream, but they've kind of slowed down over time, so I'm deciding to let them go on eBay. All right. We got to do something. We're heading over here. Da-da-da. Wow. The PSA 9 Card House Bandai Starters has 11 watchers now, and the Opus 1 Cloud has 11 watchers as well. Pretty good signs for those. They're popular. So we're going to revise this item. So for this item, we have sold a box on the table, and so now there shall be 3 left. Pretty good price on it, right? We're going to hit revise it. We're going with a sort of clearance liquidation price. Alexis, did the trade break go off yet? The trade break. Well, the Gyarados one had, so the Trico went off. And I think it was Sarah who pulled it. This is the next trade break. It's a lovely poker Gyarados. Just lovely. Is now, did that Palafin gym break ever go off? Palafin, that might be a really old one. I think that has gone off. I made it to, whoa. Sorry, you probably looked up my nose there. Sorry about that. All right. Okay. Are you getting the $70 Trojan Horse popcorn bucket? No. Mr. Russ made it to 70 months. That's a long time. Wow, 70 months. What are you going to do with all that? Nice nose. Whoa. Yeah, my bad. So, ready? How did the camera even tilt over like that? Honestly. Man down. There. Ready? Where'd you get it? The nose store? Snipping this. Okay. We got some of these. Snipping it. Should I get Charizard Funko or Squirtle Funkio? Good question. All right. And here's one of these. Putting this over here. Good. I don't know, sir. I don't want to do that, but I'm about to leave my 20s come August. I was since my early 20s. So you're a little younger than me, huh? So in August, you turn 30. Is that right? You feeling like a old man yet? People actually buy Funko. I've been railing on Funko the whole time. I've always said, Funko, I don't trust it. Because I said one of the #1 reasons I don't trust it is that it's like this toy collectible that's in a category all by itself. There's no other bobbleheads. Right? Like Pokemon cards, there's all these other card companies. So card collecting is like this established popular pastime. But bobblehead collecting, there's just like one company doing it. So the whole industry is just based off of one brand. And so that makes me really uncomfortable with it. All right, we got Teeth Guy. This is one whole box, Union Arena. Take a look at Union Arena, guys. It's really cheap. This is a clearance item. And so if you like opening cheap cards, we got them. Obviously, Ascended Heroes isn't on clearance, but you can get some Union Arena My Hero Academia, and it's real cheap. I don't feel too bad, but when I stretch, when I wake up, man, it feels good. There we go. Why you delete my post, says Gregory. I didn't delete your post. Here we are. Tossing this. All right. YouTube might have deleted it. You might have said something that triggered like an auto mod. Ooh. I stayed. I need my subscription ball back. Been here since the condo. Weird. Yeah, I didn't delete any messages from you, and I hope you get your Pokeball back. In 20 years, Funko will be worth a lot. Trust me. All right, here we are. Has Chainsaw Union Arena gotten cheaper? I have not tested the price on that, but I doubt it would get cheaper after launch. I guess sometimes that happens, but here we are. What we got? It's not a set that was like highly anticipated as far as I know, so it was probably already at its market price. You know, sometimes the price is affected by like the news. That's a set that would not have had that issue, but we can look into it. Here we are. Here's a holo. It's okay, Mr. Tampa in the house. I'm going to start grading Funko Pops. Infinite money glitch. Here we are. Here's this guy. Here's this guy. Cool guy. And finally, here's this guy. Mr. Dallas, if you want another box of this, I'll add a little bit of weight to your label just in case, okay? And anyone else, if you want some My Hero Academia, it's very cheap. Super cheap, in fact. You can open this set for nothing. It is. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I'm the only one that's been buying Chainsaw Man. I've been happy to open it for you, too. It's a lovely set. And, you know, there may be a nice hit around the corner. One booster box, My Hero Arena. That's not unusual either. Like, for example, Mr. Dallas Willis is the only one opening My Hero Academia. And it's also a Union Arena product. But let's see. Union Arena is kind of a slow-selling product. It always has been. So does this display how many packs? Yeah, it does. So let's take a quick look at how much it would cost today. Now, I gotta warn you, if this restock looks really horrible, I could raise my price. So I know that sounds kind of unfortunate, but you got me checking the price now. Okay, so it says I should be selling at $14. What do we sell ours at? Riftbound, Weiss, Star Wars Magic, Tops. We're selling Chainsaw Man at $15, and I could be selling at, You know what? I did not do something very important. I did not calculate the import fee, did I? Hold on, wait a second. That was a Japanese box, wasn't it? It is. It's a Japanese box. Okay, wait a second. Calculated too soon. Hold on. It sounds like an annoying extra step, but it's like, I really do get a bill in the mail from FedEx. You want me to show you one? I'll show you what a bill from FedEx looks like. They're horrible. It'll be like you know, like a penalty or fee of like $300 to $600, and so it's a real cost. It's a real part of the calculation. Okay, oops, I did this wrong. Oh no. Okay, well, hold on. Okay, now this number times a profit margin. So it says I should raise the price to $16. I don't really want to do that. I'm just going to leave it alone. It's already pretty expensive. There are loose boxes out there. You guys can go after the loose boxes. Our product is coming out of a sealed case. Sealed case is way superior. Everyone is sort of, it's late into the Pokemon collectibles time period for humans. Everyone knows if you get a fresh case of product, there's some big case chase. Everyone opens that and then they sell the junk boxes. Now, plenty of boxes that are being sold online might not be affected by that, but the truth of the matter is there are bad actors out there who understand case searching and then they liquidate the rest of the case. And where do they do it? They do it on eBay. And what do they usually set their price at? Those are the guys who set their prices real low because they just want to sell and get out of it real fast. That's it for them. They want to get their cash back out so they can roll it into the next case. So yeah, if you find a real cheap box on, you know, the internet somewhere and it's just a loose box, feel free to open that. We are. Our prices are based off of sealed case prices because that's what we source. And that's why we get so many good pulls on this channel, man. We get great pulls because we never miss out on that. We never miss out on that pull from a case. We got those Mega Dreams. And those were kind of loose. And what do you know? They appear to not be very good. So unsurprising, really. We just tested that. And it's like, yep. A ton of people out there. There's a ton of people out there trying to make a living. And the cost of living is so high. And they're trying to game the system. They're trying to find any way they can to sort of steal, search, weigh, whatever it is they're going to do. And it just sucks, dude. It just sucks. But it gives the illusion that there's all these cheap packs out there. And it's like, no, they're not. Those are searched packs. Those aren't cheap packs. They're cheap because there's nothing in them. And there's no way to sort of tell when a pack is good and when a pack is searched. There's no way to kind of determine that. It really sucks. How many boxes of My Hero do you have left? It might have been 3 boxes at least. So we got a couple more of them. All right. We are. We got 2 baggies for you. Here's some My Hero. Now the My Hero is at a great price. It's been on the menu a long time. And so we've decided to let it go and pretty much take a loss on it. So this is a clearance product, which you don't do very often on this channel, but it's a clearance product. Okay, we got, you know, I don't think this label is heavy enough. Is it heavy enough? No, it's heavy. No, well, yeah, it's heavy enough. All right, I should have made it a little bit more heavy, I think, just to be safe. There we go. Do you have One Punch Man, Union Arena? I do not have that one. Let's see. I'm the only one buying Chainsaw Man. Why would other men buy men? Well, you could ask why. If that's an issue, you can ask why everyone's buying sport cards. Dallas Willis. You should be receiving an email from a company called Stamps.com. It's possible that goes to your spam folder, so check there for your tracking number. All right, thank you for that order. Let's see what's going on now. We are so close to this going off right here. Would you guys like me to host a gym break on this? So here's a gym break for the last spot in the jumbo pack break. Gym breaks are fun because they pad your scorecard. So gym break 1, 2. This is for a $40. Well, I should say that it costs $20. $20, and it'll say jumbo pack That's what it's for. It's for a spot in the jumbo pack. We need 2 people in there. I'd love for this to go off. I really want it to go off because I want to see what's in it. So I'd love to see what's in there. It's only gay if you kiss the card when you pull it. If it's a guy, it's okay for waifu cards. How much will OP17 be after import fees? All right, so I just sourced some OP17 and not from my regular guy. And so here's my concern. My concern is that I'm getting it from someone who will become unreliable, but he gave me a better price, and I'm scared he could cancel on me. So right now, I'm like $8,000 deep on OP17 with the guy I'm doing business with for the first time. And again, his price is cheaper than the guy, my regular guy, actually substantially cheaper. But again, I'm nervous because I've never done business with him before. And so whether he delivers that product or not is a big deal. He could cancel. He could say like, oh, sorry, I don't have it anymore. Or, oh, we were just estimating how many we had. Or, oh, the price jumped by a lot and I didn't realize it. And so I'm canceling and raising the price. So I don't know if that's going to happen. And as a result, I don't want to put a price out there because I don't want any pre-orders. So no pre-orders from you guys. I don't want to get your hopes up either. I've got an order with him, and then I'm going to watch my regular guy to see if he lowers his price, because sometimes he does that as we approach the release date. Is OP17 like insanely godlike or something? I mean, is it like OP13? It probably is. I mean, I saw Luffy's in there, and I know OP13 has like one of the most expensive standard cards in it from all of the, One Piece sets. So I don't know if OP17 is going to top that. But yeah, sourcing is difficult. My job is to sort of source product for you guys, and it's just not easy. Everyone sort of understands how outrageously expensive it all is, and so everyone's sort of testing the waters on demand. And as a card shop, sometimes you have to not express any demand. You have to say, I'm not buying that. So it's tough to do that in the face of, well, I got to have product too, right? All right, I thought One Piece would be a fad, to be honest. Arts are boring based on the leak. Yeah, it's like OP13. I don't like OP17. 30th going to be $30 a pack. My dad has a Michelle Jordan. All right. PlayStation's trying to make the cost of living high. Really? All right, let's see. It is very ironic that Xbox was the first company to kind of introduce the idea of full digital. They wanted to do that with the new Xbox One or whatever it was going to be called back then. And they got roasted by PlayStation for doing that. And now PlayStation is leading the movement on doing precisely that. Team Rocket Grunt says, hello, Mr. TCC. Please put all my slabs into consignment except the Charmeleon tops. And let me get 1 live and 2 Pokey Shuffles. Okay, 1 live, 2 Pokey Shuffles. Maybe demand on Japanese is lower because of worldwide release. 2, 3, and a 1. 1 cold one. 2 Pokey Shuffles. Who knows, man? Who knows? Okay, that's 1 cold one. How about the 2 Pokey Shuffles? Team Rocket Grunt order. So we got 1 spot in the jumbo pack break. I'd love to see that go off if anyone wants to jump in there, splash some money around. If you'd like to have it be a gym break instead, here's 2 $20 spots. Jump in that if you'd like to see it go off. I want to see what gets pulled. It's fun to open. Oh, that says Burger Chew. That's the chase pull, man. You just went straight to the top. So Burger Chew is probably a keep. Let's go grab it. I doubt you're going to re-roll that one. Burger Chew. Here he is. T10 Burger Chew. Wow. I'll send for the last spot. There it is. The jumbo pack break's complete. Don't bother with the gym break, guys. All right. What do you think of this? Team Rocket Grunt. Now, you can re-roll it if you really wanted to. He's a $90 re-roll. That just went in last night. This card? No, this was already in. This has been in the Pokey Shuffles the whole time. I see the order. Thank you, Oscar. Is he watching? I swear, he places an order and he walks away. I don't know if he's watching. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. Team Rocket Grunt has just commanded me to sell all of his cards except the Charmeleon Tops. Okay, so Charmeleon Tops, he wants to keep that. All of his other cards can be put up for sale. I want to see if he's got any raw cards for sale. I want to introduce ungraded card consignment more. He's got Walk and Wake. We can put that on consignment. Have you considered that? It looks like a pretty solid copy. Walking Wake. One of these poker cards could be put on consignment. Charmander can be put on consignment. Yeah, you can put one of these on consignment. Have you thought about that? You guys are allowed to sell your ungraded cards directly on the table at this point. Just let me know. I like that idea, raw consignment. Yeah, we've been doing it for a while, but nobody's asking for it. Like, here's Pikachu, right? And he's 195. He's the chase card. Now, this is a Korean copy. Of course, the price is correct for the Korean copy. It might even grade 10. I mean, look at it. Do you see this? And then the front. All right, we actually did a pre-grade, and it was borderline. We thought it was a little off-center on the right, but it, you know, it could be within the range of a 10. So I would give that sort of like a week 10 grade. And I think that's what we gave it, like a 10 minus. So that guy's for sale for $195. I buy that Pikachu from you, TRG. I've been waiting to buy a 10, says Ivan. So, let's see. Team Rocket Grunt, I know he wants consignment on all his cards. We're going to jump over here to Mr. Oscar Resendez, who's getting the last spot in the jumbo pack. Here goes. Oh, yes. A feast for our eyes. Oscar Resendez. Okay, excellent. 2, 3. Now we're going to put these in the empty packs, actually. So everybody's going to get a pull. You got a Vintage Tops, a Poker Mario. We got a Karuta Pokemon. So everyone's going to get a pull this time. But one person gets Psyduck, and obviously Psyduck's worth $160. So you can trade it back to me for all those boosties. Let me try to refill this where you can't necessarily see it. I don't want you to see what pack gets which card. I like that idea of raw consignment. I already read that like twice. All right, so here we are. Okay. 1, 2. Sarah's got 2 spots in here, by the way. Stella does a baby. I don't think Sarah's here. What should the next jumbo pack break be about? Tell me what to focus on for the next jumbo pack break. All right, give me a number. Number time. It's hot honey time. That's right. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. See that, Mr. BZA? That's kind of boring. It landed on 0 because it's divisible by 4. All right, now the names. Let me put these behind the screen so you can't see how they move. All right, now they're back in the front. All right, somebody different. Give me a number for the names. We let the audience split the deck. It's a very important ritual. Joseph says 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Joseph. Here goes. Who's got what? Oscar Resendez pulling. You're going to pull the Tops card. So you don't walk away with nothing. You actually walk away with a vintage card here, Mr. Oscar. Maybe it's not worth $40, but if it grades 10, it is. It's worth a lot if it grades 10. And these are nice. These are completely unsorted, unsearched, untested, unpregraded. They come out of a box that I'm supposed to pregrade, but I don't have the time to do it. Here is, there we go. Sarah Dusenberry, card number 2. There it is. Sarah does pull it. She had a 50% chance. That means Roki Hune is going to pull Poker Luigi. Luigi time. Mr. Roki Hune, are you watching? Yeah, he's here. Roki Hune, you're going to pull Luigi. All right. Oh, I got a response from Tag. Tag messaged me. I want to see this. It's checking status of order. We will be escalating your issue to a customer service representative who will be able to assist you. Appreciate your patience. That's it. Okay. I thought I was already getting sent to customer service. All right. And then here's Sarah. Okay, Sarah with a lovely Pidgeot, which she gets to keep anyways because she had 2 cards in here. So we're just going to keep that up on the table. I will go out on a limb and assume Sarah's trading me my $160 Psyduck back. There you go, Miss Sarah. Now, she's not here. She's probably asleep. She stays up real late is one of the things I've learned about Sarah. She shows up at like 5 a.m. in the morning for me. So she's a overnight worker or something like that. I don't know. And because of that, I'm turning into an overnight worker. Okay, time for Sarah to pull 3 SIRs. She's had some incredible luck with these. Here it is. All right. Why don't we begin by marking the end of this break in our breaks channel? So we have a channel in Discord called the Breaks History Channel, and this tells you when a break is completed. That way, if it finishes in a stream that you're not in, you still know it went off. Dang, dude, we need a giveaway for the Discord server. You guys want a giveaway in the Discord server? I feel like we haven't done that in a while. Okay, we're going to say Jumbo Pack Sarah. It's going to be 106. Good. Now we're going to snip all these up. This is so fun, dude. You guys tell me, what do you want the next Jumbo Pack break to kind of be themed around? What would you guys like the next one to be? It could be like crap. It can be fat packs. It could be cheap. It can be expensive. I think if it gets too expensive, though, it's sort of like, why not just host a pack split? It could be Pokemon English. It could be Yu-Gi-Oh! It could be Y Schwartz. It could be all kinds of things. Hello, mister. Please put the Burger Chew in a consignment. Oh, you got it. Okay, Burger Chew is a consignment card now. Okay, cool. And can you take some cards worth $10 in my bag for 2 spots in the Gyarados break? Yes, I'd be happy to do an exchange for 2 trades to get you into the Gyarados break. 1 expensive pack and the rest is junk. 1 expensive pack. Okay, okay. Go ahead and do this. There we go. I see somebody who might be completely new. A Miss Christine, huh? What do you think about grading booster packs with PSA currently? They probably are not. They're probably receiving tons of those, first of all, and they're probably not putting a lot of labor toward that. So I wouldn't expect that to come back for like a year if I were you. Pack number 1, cold. Pack number 2, cold. Pack number 3, cold. Pack number 4, this is Gem 5, cold. We've got Triplet Beat. Now, last time we did one of these mixed jumbo packs of the Japanese cards, it wasn't very lucky. Here's Kingdra. Now, you know, Lost Abyss is getting so old, that Kingdra is probably a gradable card if you think about it. Here's this guy. Ho-ho! Zygarde popping out. Something. Haven't tuned in 2 years. What's the plan for TCC's future? Hey, that's a great question, actually. I've no interest in quitting this job. I love what we do. My job is to curate great breaks for you guys and curate custom RNG-based products like let's say like the Poke Shuffle. My job is to get you better value than if you were to spend that same money on like just opening regular booster packs. So that's the way I see it. And I'm just going to focus on that real hard because I really enjoy what I'm doing. So I'm passionate about that. And my plan is to keep building up my Pokemon card collection despite how big it is and help you guys build your collections up. And that's about it. That's it. We're a Pokemon card collecting group, and the goal is to invest in cards and not into stocks and not into real estate. I want a nice real estate, situation for my lifestyle, but, and I could have that over and over again at this point, but it's actually more about card collecting. Here's we got Ivysaur. Yeah, I could sell off some of my top cards and go move to a nice house, and it is a temptation. But I brush up against that, like it gets tested like a conflict inside of my mind. And then I usually resolve not to do it. So what you don't see me doing, you don't see me liquidating. You don't see me giving up my best cards, at least. And we continue to hold and continue to make not product videos showing off our prestigious card collection. And if I can help you guys get good cards along the way and get paid to do that, that's how I'd like to build my collection, is by helping you guys with your collection. Cold, so far, so bad. Speaking of which, this has not been a lucky round. Ooh, I love this booster pack. See, like, for example, I could give you guys advice that I believe this is underpriced. So we have this on the menu under Chinese packs. And considering how old the sets are that this comes from, the price just seems unusually good. So there are some sets where I feel the price is bad. And but here's an example of a set where I feel the price is good. The Chinese All-Stars Hidden Fate set. This. I haven't seen your collection video because I feel like I know what you already have. Been here way too long. You might be right, actually. You might have seen a lot of the cards in there. But you know what you should do anyways? You should click on it, let it run for an hour on your TV or whatever, and then just do that because you like me. Because you know what? I got to get some luck in the algorithm, man. We got to build up some YouTube views. I've seen my YouTube views. Between Facebook and Instagram, we are suddenly bringing in an extra 1.2 million views. But on YouTube, we're down about 200,000 views. So YouTube views are falling, and I have to find a new formula for attention on YouTube because YouTube algorithm is not advertising us as much as it used to. Maybe it finds our content too repetitive. Maybe it's boring. Maybe they've categorized me as a merchant and not a real content creator. I don't know what it is. But the views almost cut in half because we would normally bring in about 500,000 views, and now we're bringing in about 330,000. So I got to start pumping out some experimental pieces of content and see where that takes me. It's always about experimenting, really. You have to experiment and try new things. Here's Tepig. Mistress, the one that built my collection 98% from here. That's really cool, man. I watched the full video. It was solid. It's cool. I noticed this overhead light, this guy right here, I noticed it kept reflecting off the slabs. So if I had to make that video again, I would not have the overhead light glare so much. So this has been a tough round in the jumbo pack. I think we experienced that last time in the jumbo pack. The only pull so far has been this Wigglytuff. You know what's crazy? Usually a jumbo pack involves stuff like a Topps game pack, maybe a Mario Panini pack. And so no matter what, you walk away with some cool stuff. But with Pokemon can be really treacherous. Like you can really just pull one Jigglypuff and that's it. Here's Chestnut. Oh my God. You ready? Last pack. Maybe this is an SIR. Oh, a nice little reverse hollow Snorlax is actually good. All right, so that's it. This has been a cold jumbo pack. People have requested an all Pokemon jumbo pack many times, and we just did it, and it was horrendous, man. Horrendous. Very tough. All right, that's called the jumbo pack break. The good news is Sarah only spent $40 on this. All right, there we go. You're crazy. This little fresh Karuta card is a significant pull now because so little of the pack was hot. You need to hire a clipper and make a separate channel for shorts and funnel them to your main. Now we have that. That's Mike's side. He does make shorts already, and he does a pretty good job. Actually, the shorts used to perform better on YouTube. They're performing like really good on Instagram and Facebook. They're bringing in tons of viewers. But on YouTube, it's just not happening. So I don't know. I think YouTube is treating the content differently. It's saying, nah. But Instagram and Facebook is saying, oh, this is awesome. So I don't know what the trick to that's going to be. Also, I want to mention, I would love to have a second editor. So we have 2 editors. And what you just said about having a side channel, we have that now. We have a side YouTube channel. And the second editor can just go play over on the side channel. I'd love that. So there's money to be made. If the side channel videos start pulling in views, I can get you paid for messing around and making any video you want. Load them up with Union Arena packs. Anime pack break, bunch of random anime packs. we could do an anime pack break. So we just finished a Pokemon Jumbo pack. The next one can be maybe all anime rather than any Pokemon. And we can see where it goes. This Snorlax break is currently my favorite break on the table for value because I predict this card is going to definitely jump in price. I think he's a Black Star promo card that just has a fantastic look to him. Look, Black Star promo down there. And enough of them did not get graded. He's eating, you know, Pokeberries from the video game, obviously, and it just looks really sweet. I would bet on this one jumping. All right, there we go. Here's Huntail 9. We're rotating the 9s. Here's Ishigo. He's been on the table a while. Here's Ekans 10. He's not a 9. Himeno 10. And Mr. Mime 10. Let's get a couple 10s together and take a picture of them real fast. That's Snorlax 10. That's a 9. Or not Snorlax 10, it's Snorlax 9. Let's get a couple 10s together real fast. We'll get a round of them off the table. Let's see, any other 10s? We need some 10s. Oh, we might actually be really low on 10s on the table, which is the goal. There it is. Here's one. Chainsaw Man 10. Yeah, the future of Cardconomist channel is to keep card investing. I want to have one of the best collections in the world and keep helping you guys with cool RNG products. Our RNG products include the table breaks, the live customs, the Poke Shuffles, and my goal is to just offer high quality. That's it, so that you know you can come here and have a fair chance at something, you know. I feel like that's really important. The trustworthiness is something that you just can't get everywhere. You need someone with a reputation, and you need somebody with like a host probably, right? So the table breaks require a host, and you can't get a host when you go on like one of those websites, the digital sites, to open, you know, digital packs, digital slab packs. You never really get to see what the software's doing. It's like clicking a button on a website that promises to roll a die, but you don't know if it's truly rolling a die with truly random odds. But over here, you know it's random, and because it's done right in front of your face. It's done right in front of your eyes. That's the best part. So it's all done physically. It's all a physical thing. Bloopers a B. Mr. Mime break. Himeno. Ekans. Okay, maybe a jumbo pack with all your $5 packs. All the cheapest packs. Mr. Mime goes in the M box. Start Battle Denji goes into the S box. There we go. All right, that breaks over. Let's go ahead and look at the oldest order in the queue. Please consign the Pikachu in the Gyarados spot. Oh, right. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. So great luck on the Pikachu pull. We're going to toss these. This is the last time you'll see these. So Pikachu obviously is not just $100 anymore. He might be a little over that. So this is why it's a good idea to consign the card as opposed to re-rolling him. We're going to say McDonald's Pikachu. We're going to choose buy it now. I take it back. He might actually be 100. So we got this one for 100, this one for 100, this one for 100, this one for 100. He might be just at 100 actually. All right, but that's good news for him. He used to cost $60. I thought he was a little over 100. Maybe I was seeing a different number last night. Okay, Mr. TRG. I mean, I don't know if you want to, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt, but I'll still let you re-roll it for 90 if you want. You just weren't here. Is he here now? If you wish, we can re-roll this in the Poke Shuffles for 90, which is better than if you sell it and get 75. I sent it 100. Well, I'm going to let Mr. Team Rocket Grunt make a decision on that first, okay? So if his intention is just to open Poke Shuffles, he gets a better deal. Of course, if he doesn't answer, that was the problem in the first place, is he didn't answer, and then we put it to the side. Sleeper cells are activated. Terrorists that live normally in America. Oh, I meant collapsed. What? What are you saying, Alex? I wonder when the sleeper cells will be activated again. Alex says I sniped first. Yeah. There have been attacks in Europe before. Pew, pew, pew. I'm going to go over here real fast. I see Ivan's order for the Burger Chew. I guess I'm going to go through with the Burger Chew sale. I don't think he's here. So I think you're just going to get it because he's not here, okay? All right, here it is. Ivan Rodriguez. Okay, maybe he'd like to use that money for live customs. Allows him to transfer it into a live custom. So let's go looking for a Team Rocket Grunt store credit card, because I believe he might have one here. Trade, OP, second bounty, store credit. Let me just make sure he doesn't have a card. He does have a card, but it says 0, so it's going to go back up to 75. Okay. Good. Popping these in here. All right, it's your lucky day. You just got the Pikachu. Good. Who's next? Christine's next. Christine Roningen. Roningen? It's a big order. And let's read a little bit about it. So you ordered, let's see, 1 live custom, 2 Paldean Fates, 10 Japanese Glory of Team Rocket, and then right away you ordered a round of international shipping. Christine, are you watching? Let's see, is Christine in chat? Let's see. He also said to put him into the 2 triad spot. Oh, right, the trade. I'm here, Silly Celine. Hey, what's up, Silly Celine? Hold on, let's see. All right. Give me a second. Boop. All right, so let me do this one last thing over here. Nowadays, when someone places a first-time order, I do a little research first. That is because we had that guy about 2 weeks ago. I got a guy who was a credit card scammer, and he caused some serious damage. Let's see. All right. So I saw Snorlax and I clicked immediately. It says Snorlax Mountain. Yeah, we got a really cool Snorlax break right there for the Twilight Masquerade Snorlax. Did you see my DM where Taco Bell was in the news for diarrhea? Yes. Is it considered theft if you don't ship? I guess it would be considered theft if you guys wanted me to ship and you paid for shipping and then I refused to ship. All right, but you know, in that event, you would just get your money back and I would just keep the card. So it would be no problem, essentially. So 2 Paldean Fates, 1 Live Custom, 10 Glory of Team Rocket, and a round of medium shipping. Sorry, mister, had to step away. What did you say? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, you gave me a different number for international shipping. Hold on. So I do have a question for your order. Why are there 2 different phone numbers in the order? Let's see. So you gave me a pretty, the first phone number you gave me doesn't seem valid, but the second phone number you gave me is valid. Let me do this real fast. Nowadays, I vet first-time orders a little more than I used to, just because I had the one case of the guy who did that credit card thing, and it was so serious that I realized we can't have that happen anymore. I don't know if he's someone who can target me multiple times, so I just got to do some checking. Let's see. I'm sorry. Did I message it up again? Let's see. All right. Let me check one more thing. Give me a second. Almost done. Here, let me grab this. Trying to see if it shows me one more piece of information. I'm just doing some extra checks before we open the product, okay? Oh, I know what I can do. I can click on the actual name on the website, and it should share more information at this point. Ah, there it goes. Okay, let's try this. You ready? So we're going to share this over here. I know, this is annoying. In the past, I wouldn't have even questioned it. I would have just processed the order and said, oh, thanks for joining, blah, blah, blah. It looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on the order. You ready? So, live custom. So, Christine, this would be your first order, huh? Let's get it opened. 1 live custom. Snorlax step break for the Black Star promo. Snorlax $40 for 1 spot and 1 in 10 break. Sorry, mister, I had to step away. What did you say? I said, hey, how's it going, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Here we go. 1 of these. Boop. Ready? 1 live custom. Ooh, code live custom. Okay. By the way, you're going to get a free card for your first time order. Here's the free card. You're going to get one of these lovely promo Charmanders. So there's your first time order bonus. Now 2 Paldean Fates and 10 of the Glory of Team Rockets. Let's grab these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And a 10. Okay, and then 2 Paldean Fates. Let's see. Here they are. Lovely. I'm here. Give me free Pokies instead. You want some free Pokies? We like to give away a little promo card or something else that's nice for any person who places a first-time order. It's like a first-time order gift. All right, here we are. Nice order. Ready? All right. Snipping this. And snipping these. Snipping this as well. So you did $40 shipping, which is kind of heavier shipping. Christine, did you intend to ship out today, or did you want to ship out later? Like, we can hold on to your bag for a while, and you can keep adding cards to it over time if you wish. There's a little Pikachu. You want that Pikachu? Here's Ghastly, Mime, Executor. There he was. That Charmander number 20 promo and a PSA 10 is $200 somehow. Yeah, he's a nice looking card if you think about it. Here's Judge. He's got his little whistle. Okay, got some hollows here. So I'll put these all together in one sleeve. All right. How'd you hear about our channel, Miss Christine? Grab this, you ready? Here's. We've got a hollow. Here's spider web. And a cold one. And Articuno. And a cold one. And haha, we've got Crobat. Rare. Okay, Crobat. Code. Create code. And oh yeah, look at that. First time order and you pull an SAR? That's pretty good. All right, I swear, people who place first time orders have consistently had better luck than average on stream. Don't you guys agree with that? So you're gonna get this bonus Team Rocket SAR card. Here are your hollows. I'm gonna sleeve those up. Set that over there. All right, take a look at that. So cool, man. I'm gonna place you on the giveaway tonight. Not me. Maybe you're right. Maybe you had tougher luck. That's because the universe has good humor sometimes. Okay, we'll put you down as Christine R. My first order, 4 live customs, gone. Not as I thought it would be. Yeah, you know, those live customs are very popular, but they're notably always very rough. You know, they're just a very tough thing to order. I'm going to give you one more free one, Miss Christine. So you're going to get this Ghastly as well. So your free ones include Ghastly and Charmander. You got the Team Rocket Grunt, the Crobat, Articuno, Judge, and Ghastly. Now, here are my thoughts. This is a pretty small amount of cards to ship. Are you sure you wanted to ship right away? You know, most people don't ship on day one. Most people, they ship after they pull something. Most people will ship like after a week or two. We are. So what we can do for you, if you wish, we write your name down on your bag. Let's get your name right. I almost feel like you have ordered before. You haven't ordered before, have you? Am I going crazy? You're giving me more good luck than I usually have. Hold on, let me look this up. Oh, okay. You have ordered. No. Somebody with a very similar name to you has ordered before. Okay. Somebody with a very similar name to you has ordered before. That's why I got confused. Okay, cool. Somebody with the exact name Christine has ordered before. Okay. We're going to say 7.26. And what we're going to do, we're going to write SH on the bag, which stands for shipping. So this basically means shipping paid. I'll say shipping 40. All right, so your shipping's been paid. I can wait with the shipping. All right, very cool. So we have this whole box over here. It's called the CH box, and we'll slip you into it. Take a look at it. See, so this is normally how it works. See all these baggies? So right here we have Christian Whitfield. Here's Cheese. Christopher Houghton. And they don't ship right away. What they like to do is they like to keep adding to the bag and then they ship. We are. So we don't want to waste your shipping. If you got more room, basically at the $40 level, you can keep adding stuff before shipping and it will cost the same. Like you're shipping a small amount, but you actually paid for a larger amount to be able to go out. All right, cool. We have Ki-Hyun Rowe. What's up, Mr. Ki-Hyun Rowe? I know what you're ordering. You're ordering a box of OP15. Do I have more of it in the room? I don't. I got to go grab more of it. I'll be back. You're cleaning me out, man. Here we are. All right. So One Piece has been very popular. You know, we got to restock some Dragon Ball as well, don't we? Here we are. Peeling that open. Wedding Nami, you say, huh? All right. Let's get it going. It's manga time or Wedding Nami. With 2 cases left, we basically have 2 more shots at a manga. I hope you pull it. I really do. Snipping this. Snipping this. Okay. Snipping this. And snipping this. There it goes. Ready? Here goes. Hollow. Hollow. Holographic. I could have bought raw, but what's the fun in it? Well, you know, when you buy raw, you don't really give yourself a chance for the manga necessarily, unless you meant you're going to buy the manga raw. We are. But yeah, I agree actually. There's more fun pulling it yourself. Here's the One Piece Dawn card. Okay, Luffy's the Dawn card in this set. Here's a holo. Today is Friday. Are you guys planning to have some fun today? What do you guys like to do on your days off? This is an off day for Karis, so it becomes an off day for me. She gets off at around 5 p.m. So she's off right now, waiting for me to get off. All right. Here's, ooh, very good. And here's a holo. And, oh, that's the woodpecker. Stupid woodpecker, dude. I thought Karis was knocking on the door. Woodpecker knocking on the side of the house. So annoying. It's destroying my siding. Here's a holo. All right, we haven't hit a hit. Here it is. Sabo. He's kind of cool. Sabo's neat. And here's a holo. So we did not finish working for our friend Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. If you recall, Team Rocket Grunt asked for 2 spots in the trade break, and I got to go take care of that as well. So he said trade me $10 out of my bag. All right, and here's a holo. Very nice. Fireworks tonight. The water festival is starting. You get fireworks? That's cool, man. Well, it was crazy out here for 4th of July. I got to say, Lake of the Ozarks is pretty popping for 4th of July. Lots of hot people, lots of bikinis, people with their rich parents, and they've got like huge boats, giant-ass boats with like 12 engines, and everyone's shooting fireworks off because there's no firework rules out here. Here we have it. All right, cool, man. I just bought a random Blu-ray at the thrift store for $3. Sold for $62 this morning. Damn, that's a pretty good flip. You're gonna have to teach us how to do that. Oh, there it is. I can still hear it. All right, I gotta slam on the wall to scare this bird off, guys. I can't just let him destroy my house. So I'm gonna mute the microphone, and you might see the table vibrate when I hit the wall. So give me a second here. All right, we're back. I don't know if he flew away, but usually that works. My hands are all tingling now. I smacked the wall really loud, and then the woodpecker flies away because he's like, ugh. So, Team Rocket Grunt, he says, trade me $10 out of my bag. What do you got, Team Rocket Grunt? You got some poker cards, obviously. Here's a holo. Here's an EX. Here's a holo. You have limited stuff to trade in, so this isn't really going to add up to $10. It's just some junk, really, which means you will have to give up some of this. So in order to make that trade, I kind of got to get your approval on what you'd like to trade in The truth is, I have a lot of these poker cards. You can make an offer on them, maybe like 5 of them or something. I don't know. 5 of them would impute like a $2 a card value. See, I don't even want to do that because it's like I don't need them. There it is. There we go. Yeah, I have like unlimited poker cards right now. There we go. That's probably how you got them. I probably gave them away in a real nice way. Feel like a big hit is coming soon for OP. What? She's trying to snipe. Did you guys consider buying a really expensive 9? Look at that. Only 400. Oh, that's an 8. And it's only $400. Here's another expensive 9, Seismitoad. That's high quality. Here's a cheap one, Darth Nihilus. Here's an expensive one, Gym Leaders. And here's Snorlax. Ooh, pricey. All right, we have a Darwin Morales order. He says add $50 to store credit. Holy man. Darwin Morales. He's saving up to buy my whole store from me. Darwin, that's a lot of money. There was a guest from Disney World that died on It's a Small World. It's a small world. How'd they die? They get crushed or something? How do you die on It's a Small World? That sounds scary. Okay, there you go. That's terrible, by the way. I feel sorry for them. But I mean, how do you die on that? I'm not, you know, I can't be the only one wondering. Okay. They say cardiac arrest. Oh, that doesn't count. How do you cardiac arrest? So we should check the price. Well, you know, this Dark Tyranitar, we actually did just check the price. He's from one of the very recent returns. We just priced this. We just priced this. I don't remember when we priced this, but look, these are both from the very recent return. I believe these are all up-to-date prices. We're going to head over to the Nines channel now and take a picture of these bad boys and get them up off the table. All right, this is some quality stuff here. Actually, you know, the Palpitoad isn't mine, so he's going to stay on the table, even though we took a picture of him. He's a consigned card, so he stays up. Going to go over here. All right. Oh, I know. I follow all the deaths at Disney. Alex, I think that happens a bunch. There's a whole Wikipedia page about that stuff at Disney. You know, it is possible, I guess, to get cardiac arrest at Disney because you're getting exhilarated. You're getting a lot of exercise all of a sudden. You could be exposed to a lot of heat. You know, your body's kind of overextending itself, especially if you're old enough. And so I'm sure the possibility of a cardiac event is higher. Okay, there's a nice gym break there, guys. Thank you, Darwin Morales. That's complete. I'm going to throw these out. Who's next? Miss Alicia. 1 Mega Sublist, 1 Snorlax Heartbreak, 5 DBZ, Beyond Generations. All right, I'm liking these DBZ orders, Miss Alicia. I'm going to have to consider restocking Dragon Ball. There it is, Miss Alicia Brown on number 1. 1 Snorlax Heartbreak. Okay, Snorlax Heartbreak. You're the first one in. Okay, do your research on this Snorlax, guys. I think he's really good. All right, it's a card a lot of people don't think about, and he's probably going to go up in price over time because he's a Black Star promo. All right, Dragon Ball Z. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You are about to buy me out of this box of Dragon Ball Beyond Generations, and then at that point, it will receive a reprice. The EMTs don't call it on Disney property. Nobody dies in Disney. They die in the hospital. Oh my gosh. I think that the Disneyland and Disney World parks are one of the best things about Disney because it's one of those things you can't just buy off of Amazon, right? Like you can't just order a roller coaster experience off of Amazon. So I think that amusement parks are one of the last very protected sort of like consumer products or services that technology hasn't been able to touch. Okay, you ready? So you got Turles, Organization of Destroyers. That's an SR. Here's Vegito, Union of Sparks, SR. Disney World TCC trip. I don't know about that. Here's, maybe if I lived in Florida, Trunks and Crusher Cops, and Son Goku and Bardock, Heritage of a Legend. Okay, Bardock. Very good. Miss Alicia, let's grab your bag. Ooh. Aha. He can buy Pokemon cards at Epcot. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy Pokemon cards at Epcot. All right, there we go. Da-da-da. Baggy updated. First person in the Snorlax now, guys. Miss Alicia, you're going into the ZELLE giveaway. People who use ZELLE to pay for cards get a bonus giveaway. Because ZELLE has no processing fees. Here you are, you're up to 7. You're on number 7. So yeah, you just, it's like a cashback kind of deal, like with the credit card or something like that. So if you just swap over to paying with the ZELLE when you order with me, you get this bonus giveaway. And that's because when I receive orders through the website, all of those orders actually filter through PayPal, and PayPal always charges me 3.5%. ZELLE charges me nothing. Venmo charges me money, CASHAPP charges me money, Wise charges me money. They all charge money. In fact, crypto was one of the worst charges, so that's why I haven't been working super hard to get it running again. But, yeah, ZELLE, nothing. Nothing. It's amazing. It's a bank-to-bank transfer is what it is. So your bank might not be in it. You might have to open a new bank account to get in it. All right, what do we got here? We've got an order from Team Rocky Grind. Let me get the 1 spot in the Tyranitar sublist, 1 live custom, and 2 Poke Shuffles. All right, you got it. So, let's see, S-Man. Wait, didn't we just have your card? Here it is. Any charges if I use a check? No. If you'd like to pay by check, we can convert that into store credit, and I'll put you into the same ZELLE giveaway. So a check should be 0 charges. You might be able to just send me a picture of a check. Now, here's the deal. I know checks can bounce, I think. So I have to be sure, like, that it, you know, like with you, Joseph, I trust you. But if you're a new person wanting to use a check, we may have to wait a grace period before you could use the store credit. But anyone who pays with a check or even cash or something like that, there's no fees. All right. No fees. I can put you in the same ZELLE giveaway. It's an option. I know with my phone, I should be able to take a picture of the check, and that should be a way to deposit the check. So that's actually an option. But you can mail it in with snail mail. 1 live custom, 2 Pokies. Okay, so what would that be? That'd be 25, 35. So you're back to 0. Congratulations on your Pikachu pull today. They got Pokemon in the club now. And Ace Hardware. And Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, Pokemon's everywhere. Everyone's trying to sell a mystery pack or a repack or something like that. A lot of retail's kind of caught on to the Pokemon craze. Okay, ready? Sweet, I'm a trusted TCC buyer. 1, 2, 3. A 1. Okay. Yeah, it's new people. We gotta kind of vet them from now on because of that credit card guy. Kendrick Yu. That's probably not his name. Ready? 2 Poke Shuffles. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Good luck. What do we got? 2 cold ones. Ta-da. All right. You guys think I've earned back $12,000 yet? Probably not. That's going to take a while. LMFAO Kendrick, yeah. The only option that works for my country is PayPal, unfortunately. Sure, PayPal's good. We like PayPal. All right. So we're caught up on the PayPal orders. Who's next? It's 5:40. We're still going, so there's still time to place an order. And why don't we get a couple new slabs up on the table? We took some down, right? So let's get a couple new ones up here. Here's a Parasect 5 square cut card. Here's a Weedle 9. Here's a Commander Cody helmet. What else we got? Here's a SpongeBob 9 Gold Refractor out of 50. Wow. So I feel like some of these definitely need to be like listed on eBay. Maybe I should find one to list on eBay right now. Dratini, no rarity symbols. That's a fantastic one to go up on eBay. That's kind of a new thing. In the middle of the stream, I like to try and list one Pokemon card up on eBay. So it's probably going to go up on eBay for like $250 or something. Okay, let's get some pictures. I placed a PayPal order like 45 minutes ago. Oh, let's not list this on eBay. I'm hearing that I missed a PayPal order. That's what I'm hearing. Give me a second here, guys. Let's put this right here. Now, we're going back. PayPal time. Why didn't I see it? Why didn't I receive it? Let me log into PayPal, see what happens. I never seen Asian name with Kendrick. Yeah. Yeah, like Kendrick Lamar or something like that. We're logging in. I'm sure it was fake. Here's a Kayla Taylor down here. Clicking on it. Says completed, so it doesn't say there was anything wrong with the order. I'll take the last Powerpuff Girl pack. If that's already gone, I'll do 4 junk packs. Oh, careful. The junk packs, man, they'll get you. They're very fun. They're addictive. I get people who buy the junk pack, have it shipped, and then they come back and they buy like 15 of them. Aha, here it is. All right. Good luck. Speaking of which, I need to make more. They're low. Okay. What do we got? So we've got Buttercup. Ooh. Professor Utonium. Ooh. You will make a good power-proof vest. Okay. That's him, boys. Cuff him. What? Do you want to play? And an area card. Okay, there we go. So these were vintage Powerpuff film cards printed by the company Artbox. Artbox also makes a Pokemon card. So these are probably gradable with PSA. And I'm pretty sure they would be, except that PSA is not taking any grades right now. And I think they just look like a lot of fun. This is part of a program we've been doing on this channel where we order like a card set we've never opened before, and we just kind of test out cards we've never opened before. Miss Kayla, let's go put this in your bag. Now, how are we doing your bag lately? You probably have your own box. Do you also have a bag? Here's a Kayla Taylor bag right here. So you got a bag here on the table, but then you also have this box over here. So you got it in 2 places. Here we are. Adorable. I love it. Good, good, good. So we're officially out of those cards, the Powerpuff Girls. If they show up in the menu, I should just check if they're in the menu. I thought I removed them. Oh, they are in the menu. Okay, so they're gone. We're removing them right now. Powerpuff Girls. Those were pretty fun, huh? I feel like I enjoyed it. And you know, what was cool about it is we ordered just enough of them to run out of them. All right. Climbing into here, we're going to say Powerpuff. We do need to get Coinbase up and running again. I'm going to write that down. Number 5 is Coinbase. 5 things I need to do. I do need to be able to accept crypto payments. All right, so we're going to go ahead and trash the Powerpuff Girls. They're out of here. What I've learned is sometimes people enjoy opening like 1 pack of a set they've never had before, and they do it just for the novelty of it. It's not the same as sort of like buying for like investment or something like that. You know, like buying, okay, I'm opening Phantasmal Flames for the Charizard because he's a good store of value. Sometimes people just open cards because it's like, ooh, Powerpuff Girls. You know, I'm going to have some fun. Let's get some Powerpuff Girls. All right, we have another Christine order here. Christine, she says, Pokemon Japanese 151 times 5. Let's give it a try. All right. 151. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Time to snip. So this is some top tier quality products right here. 151 is always going to be popular, and you'll probably see the prices rise on it over time. Here's Dratini. Oh, Dratini. Here's No Judgment. Here's Tentacool. All right, we got a little Tentacool. Here's Electrode. And, oh, what do we got? Ooh, Bill and Charmeleon. So here we are. We got a Bill's PC popping out. Maybe not the chase card we're looking for, but you know what? The Charmeleon's looking really fine. Lovely Charmeleon for you there. And there's Drowsy. Ooh, okay, cool, man. Picking up Charmeleon and Bill. All right, Christine, so now we get to add to your bag. How nice is that? And so all this gets to ship together with combined shipping. That's the benefit of our system. Combined shipping is a real great strategy for that. I'm trying to remember if I had any extra shipping for Miss Alexis, because I know Alexis is coming over today. Good time to get your shipping out right now, by the way, guys. If you're if you got a fat bag or something and you're ready to ship. Let's see, because she's going to be over today. It's 4:56, 5:56. Still time to place an order, guys. We're running for at least another about, well, maybe like 15 to 20 minutes. So let's get this Dratini placed up onto eBay if we can. Well, hold on, wait a second. We have an Eric B. Colburn order. All right, we'll pause this again. Well, we'll find a time, maybe early in a stream when there's nothing to do. We'll find a time to make an eBay. All right, 4 Fortnite packs for a friend of mine. Put the bag under Smeek Snog. You got it, Smeek Snog. 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. Very cool. First time order for your friend, and he's doing it through you. Is that what we're doing? Let's see what Smeek Snog gets. Okay, you ready? eBay's not really a rush. eBay's like an extra thing we do. What I know is we have a lot of cards that are just very odd and sometimes very hard to sell. Like no one's beating my door down to get this Dratini No Rarity. So sometimes putting it up on eBay really helped because we really do get some great eBay slab sales. eBay reaches you out to the whole wide world, you know. All right, what we got? Oh, we've got Referee Woman. Okay. Just trying to help out. Nice. How far along is the Rivals booster box? It's actually made some good progress. It's pretty close to halfway. I think it's getting closer to halfway done. You are. A lot of people are more aware of it, and the fact that there's so much already completed in it points to it moving faster over time. It's kind of like a snowball, you know. Sometimes a break, especially expensive ones, start really slow. There's barely any activity for like a month, and then in a day it can finish, which is what we just saw with the Gym Nidoking. He was stuck on the table for like 2 weeks, and then pow, finished in one night. Ooh, Fish Sticks has been pulled. Okay, Fish Sticks. No hollow in this round. Of course, with these Fortnite packs, the hollows are super rare. So it's very hard to pull a holographic out. But there's some really fun non-hollows too. So here we have this Fish Sticks. There we go. Now, your friend should grade the Fish Sticks. And then let's go grab this baggie for him. And we'll put it into Eric's bag. You're my favorite stream. I just put it on and put on one earbud in while I work. Oh, that's great, man. I love to hear that. Okay. What would you say we do well, Mr. Danny? I love feedback. So if there's something we do that you think works really well on our stream, I love to hear what you guys think we do that's unique, or we do it especially well, because then I'll remember to keep doing it, or it helps me understand how we stand out. Oh, I was talking to him and I wrote Eric's name down, and Eric had just told me it's not him. You like fish sticks? I love fish sticks. It's a joke. Just get it. Bag ASMR? Oh, sure. All right, so Smeek and Snog. Smeek and Snog should know we have multiple giant display boxes left of this product. So we got lots of Fortnite Series 1 left to open. Ta-da. Now, Eric is an E. He would be over here. Does he have his own box? I can't remember. We're going to go looking for Eric's bag so we can add this together to it. One of the problems right now is look at this. One of the problems right now is the E-bags are kind of overfilled. So this whole area is overflowing. Emmanuel, Erky Kruberg, Eric Rodriguez. That looks like a Rodriguez as well. Evar, Eric something, Eric Martinez. Are any of these expired? Evan Shea, Evan Treminio. Here's an Emmanuel, Ernesto, Eric Colburn. We put you in the M box, it looks like. Eric Colburn number 2. All right, Eric, you got a lot of cards, actually. You're one of the reasons why the area is so full. Here's the deal. We're going to place you in a new spot on the table, and I want you to remember this for me because I could forget, but you're not going to forget because all you have to do is remember yourself. We're going to place you in the F boxes. You know why? Because nobody uses them. The F boxes are consistently empty. Like, where are all the Freds and Fredericks and Freddies and, I don't know, other names that start with the letter F? Let's see what we got here. Look, here's a Felix Asensio from 524. His bag is officially 2 years old. Damn. What do you have in here? So there's a Felix. He had a Metagross. Not very much. I'm just going to put him in, well, maybe not this bag. I'm going to put him in this bag, I guess. Could use Penny Sleeve, the Bright Bomber. Oh, sure. I don't know which one that was. I'll have to go find it. It's actually pretty safe inside of these little Fortnite packs. It's about as safe as the pack was before we opened it, if you think about it. But yeah, he likes, what is it called? Bright Bomber. Okay. Armadillo. Okay. Maybe I'll learn something from people who love Fortnite that Bright Bomber's popular or something. Let's see. He looks like a little Brainiac and Codename Elf. So he's like a zombie or something. And the elf is an elf, obviously. I love Pokemon, and I like all the different topics that you end up talking about throughout the whole stream. So that's why I always listen. I just say, huh, a lot to my coworkers. Yeah, we do talk a lot about a lot of real world stuff. We end up talking. We talk just like, you know, we're out for coffee near a maybe like a university, you know. A lot of the friends I made when I was younger, we would talk about real world problems and how to solve it. Here it is. This, oh, nope, that's not going to be it. Okay. Oh, is this it? Bright Bomber. Got it. Okay. Now I know who Bright Bomber is. Yeah, you know, we used to talk about fixing the world and stuff like that. We were like, oh, we should do this, we should do that. This will fix this and that. So we like to talk that way a little bit in this stream. It's just an extension of my personality. Ooh. I'm especially fascinated by ideas, you know, like finance, socioeconomics, biology. There we go. Okay, so Smeek and Snog, we place you right here, Smeek and Snog. So you're with your pal. And he can keep adding to that if he wishes, and you can ship it all together. And now, what do we got here? First of all, what are these? I got just random booster packs sitting in there. It's weird. Here's an energy card. Okay, so pay attention, Eric. You're going into the F box. This is actually the F box. It's empty. There's literally no one in there because there's so few people with the letter F in their name. The whole box is yours now. You just about fill it up by yourself. And it's going to the left of the table. There we go. Okay, so your cards are all the way to the left. And this really creates a lot more room in the E-boxes. So the E-boxes get all their space back. Okay. I literally wrote, I like finance, but I just deleted it and said all topics. But yeah, I really like the finance topics especially. Yeah, finance is such an interesting topic, you know. It's about productivity, really. Like, how do you become more productive and therefore wealthy? And even though it's this sort of, if you think about it, it's almost like an antiquated problem. Like one day robots are going to fix all of our productivity problems. We're not quite there yet. So the struggle to sort of strategize yourself in society and, you know, rise yourself up the hierarchy, it's always going to be a sort of like struggle of survival, or of just improving your lifestyle, or getting a better girlfriend, or whatever it is your goal is. It's always going to be this thing you have to express as an animal, and it's always a competition in the end, isn't it? So it's, you know, you can get really stinky and abstract with it, or you can just be like Dave Ramsey and say like, okay, pay off your home, and then, you know, build a 401k and build a retirement account, yada 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 yada, right? He just gives you sort of like the leaves on a tree, the final product. But I like to think a lot about like the roots, like why is it all working the way that it works? And that form of thinking is what helps you make good predictions, because a lot of life is just about making good predictions. Here's T Rocket Grunt. Sad last polls. Let me get another live custom and 3 pokey shuffles. All right, let's do it. Let's see if we can get lucky again. Ready? So Team Rocket Grunt going back in. Finance fascinates me the same way a video game would fascinate me. Ta-da! You got a Hunter. Can I order an ETB of Ascended Heroes, or do you only have the booster bundles? Yeah, we don't have any ETBs for sale, I'm afraid. What we open are the tech sticker packs. That's where all the Charmanders and Ghastlies are coming from. All right, and then 3 pokey shuffles. Okay, you ready? Yeah, I feel like conversations are really important. It's so easy in this world to be propagandized to. It's so easy to be influenced. And it's like what they found out in the 1950s and 60s. Most of society doesn't really know what they're supposed to want and what they're supposed to have in life. And so they sort of wait for celebrities, politicians, preachers, and TV advertisements to sort of tell you what your purpose in life is. And so for me personally, I'm paranoid, cynical, and skeptical. So I'm like super aware of all that stuff. And maybe that's because of my childhood. I had a very rough childhood. So I'm always sort of on the philosophy side going, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, where are we supposed to be heading? What matters? And I hate being influenced. I hate it. I hate it when I like scroll through TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, and I feel like someone else is influencing me. So I have like a natural resistance to it. And I'm more like, I like the scientific method and all that stuff. I like to sit down and say, we need evidence, we need proof, we need reality. And then I need to know, what's my best strategy for something? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? How does this system work? How does this thing work? How does that thing work? You know, assume there's no good or evil, assume there's no bad or right or wrong. Like, why do things work out the way that they work out? And this gives me a lot of opportunity to sort of like, I like to see things from like a bird's eye view. So I'm always wondering, how do I try to see things from a bird's eye view? So like some of my biggest realizations over time was stuff like recognizing that everybody is just genetics and that all genes are selfish. That's why they exist. They exist because they're trying their best to survive. So every human is just a genetic expression, and we happen to have the genes that made it. So we survived all that. You know, you've got genes that are thousands of years old. It's just the same humans re-upping. And then you have to wonder, like, what are these behaviors are that are good or bad? So you get a real bird's eye view of things. And so again, some of my bigger realizations was like, they center around like identity and willpower. Like, am I really me? I don't think I am. That's one of the things that really has changed about my view of the world over the years. I don't really believe that I'm myself. So like, I have a name and I have like parents and I have memories, right? But all of those things are just part of the machinery of being an animal that we evolved to have. We evolved to have like those machine parts. Like a jellyfish doesn't experience identity. The jellyfish just is. Our human brains evolved to have identity. So there's like a part in the brain that develops a sense of self. So like, I'm given a name and then I think the name is mine and then I'm that person. But that's all actually an illusion. So one of my biggest realizations over time is this conclusion that I'm not really me. There is no such thing as me. I'm just a set of genes kind of going through life. Here's Eric Colburn. 2 Abyssi, 2 Fortnite sealed. All right, you got it. 2 of these and 2 Abyssis. So that's like one of my major beliefs, core beliefs, you know? Like, people have core beliefs like Muslims believe in Muslim stuff, Jews believe in Jew stuff, Christians believe in Christian stuff, and Cardconomist believes basically just in biology. That's all I care about. I just believe I'm a set of genes replicating for some reason, and I'm not really myself. I think I'm myself. I experience the world as myself, but it's not real. It's all an illusion. And the goal of the genes is to replicate. Yes. So your body produces, I think what I'm going to do, Mr. Eric, I'm going to set your cards here, and I'm going to set these in here, like this, and then I'm going to create a secondary bag, because his bag's getting a little fat, so we're going to do this. And so, you know, all this other stuff we do that's like earning money, making music, building buildings, creating societies, pledging loyalty to flags, pledging loyalty to gods. I see it all as sort of like the extra stuff humans do between eating, sleeping, and reproducing. And humans have to do something in between those like critical steps. We have to eat, we have to sleep, we have to reproduce. Humans do all this extra stuff, and it's all toward sort of like the primary goal, right? Like the prime directive of your existence, which is reproduction. So there's some aspect of your brain that deals in like ambition. There's an aspect of your brain that deals in resource gathering. There's an aspect of your brain that deals in person gathering, you know, all these concepts. But it's just your genes replicating. It's all it is. So like, you know, like, why do humans do anything that humans do, right? So my brain kind of thinks of the world this way. It just kind of continuously tries to break it down and understand why anything's doing what it does, what's the purpose of it, which the purpose area gets pretty bleak too, right? That's where we get nihilism and hedonism. When you realize that without, you know, a belief in a higher power like God, the world and the universe starts to look pretty mechanical. I don't want to say it looks bleak, but I did use that word, but it is kind of bleak, I guess, from an emotional point of view, which, what are even emotions? Emotions are just the fear that you won't replicate almost, you know? So it's really fun to sort of dive into this sort of like how and why and what are we doing aspects of reality. And so those are all the kind of things I like to think about for fun while we're just opening Pokemon cards, I guess, right? Sorry, Smeek. Wait, mister, those are my bags, not my friend Smeek. Oh, I see. Those are for you. My bad, dude. I thought they were for Mr. Smeek. Smeek was getting all excited. He's like, for me? Okay, not to confuse you and Smeek. Here they are. To answer your question, what you do well on a stream, this is the reason I listen to stream at work for talks like this. Yeah, I think people crave it too, you know, because right now we live in a time period where influence is at an all-time high, and you go through life being influenced by this, by that, by this, by that. And the reason people like me liked to go to places like university is because you wanted the truth, you know, you wanted to actually be enlightened. And even in universities, it feels like universities have been somewhat taken over by political activism. They've been taken over by people who have a goal. I don't really have a big goal. My actual goal is probably just to sell you Pokemon cards, which to me is like selling you cookies or cake or whatever, right? We're having fun over here. You know, like an RNG product. It's cookies and cake is what it is. I sell cookies and cake. But there's a part of me that's still very passionate about why the world is the way that it is. So, you know, sometimes when we get into like politics, it can get really nasty, and there's like slogans and people's personal feelings get involved, and you know, there's like mudslinging. But underneath this sort of desire to have like a political stance or to take a side, for me personally, I just want to know why things are the way they are and how to optimize. And that's a real word I live by, is optimization. Because it's like, maybe everybody just wants heaven. Have you ever noticed that about religions? Maybe it should be no surprise that if humans are religion inventing, all of them eventually create heaven. Because we all want heaven. Being good with money is heaven, right? Being rich is heaven. Living in California by the seaside is heaven. Having a boat is heaven. Having a sexy girlfriend is heaven, right? Like, that's actually literal in the Muslim, you know, in the Muslim religion. You literally get virgins. Like, what's up with that? So, like, they get they get hot women, I guess, sexy virgin women for their, you know, being a martyr. I mean, that's pretty telling. So humans just sort of make up rewards for themselves. And we describe it with the word called heaven, but really it is just your genetics seeking to, once again, optimize, procreate, create high resources, optimization. And so we can have that in heaven in a holy book, if you believe the holy book. Some people really do. Some people are really committed to the holy book, and there's a bunch of them. For me, I'm more skeptical. Like I said, I'm skeptical, I'm cynical. And for me, the best thing we could probably do is create heaven on earth. And so, you know, whether there's an afterlife or not, we'll find out. But for me, it's like, how do we make heaven on earth? How do we make things nice? That's how I come up with conclusions like, well, you know, for the Middle East stuff to end, a lot of these guys have to set their religious ambitions aside and just get along with each other. And that's probably very hard, but that is progress, you know? And I don't know if it'll ever happen. Maybe everything will just end in, ooh, this is really important. Hold on. So I just got a text message from a neighbor at a different home, and they said their parking lot is blocked. Okay, let me wrap up what we're doing here. We're having a fun conversation, but let me wrap up. Okay, so Gabriel Gallegos says, Yellow Deck Gengar slab away. What time is it? It's 6:05. Let me respond to this guy real fast. Let me respond to this guy. I'll do this first. All right, so I'm gonna go contact this guy. All right, there we go. All right, so there we go. Okay, so that was the right thing to do. There it goes. Okay. Am I able to place a PokeShuffle order? It's 6:06. Let's wrap up. You can place it ahead of time for the nighttime stream. And let's get you that Yellow Deck Gengar now. Where did that Gengar go? Actually, did we just add him? Hold on. Mr. Sarah wants to know if she can place an order. Sarah! Ah, man, I want to. It is 6:06, and I do want to, but I think the correct thing to do is to have like a hard sign-off time, like a time that's not allowed to be crossed. And I think for me, it's got to be 6 p.m. But you know, we are going live again tonight. So we're going to be live again tonight. Same products. It's going to be the same stuff. You know, we go live every day. So we're going to be live again tonight. Let's do it tonight, if possible. Wait for me. I'll be there for you guys. Don't abandon me. Here it is. The temptation for me is always to say yes to this, but the problem with that is then we end up with a time schedule that pushes itself out to 8 p.m. always. It happens every time. I know it does. Here it is. Yeah, the temptation is very high because I love to make another sale, but I got to have a hard cutoff time so that I don't get beaten up by Karis, basically. She's going to be unhappy. All right, Gabriel Gallegos. Now, Gabriel, I do have to say, it looks like you already have a slab away. So I'm going to place this one in, not knowing what that's all about. 7, 17, 26. Gabriel Gallegos. I don't know if the other one's completed, and I just never removed it. PSA 8. Gengar. Poker. 300. 280 remains. All right, there we go. And this goes into the slab away box. All right, so that's updated. I paid it off and received it. That's what I thought you were about to tell me. So let me go ahead and remove it. Sometimes I forget to remove it. That's what happens. All right, we're doing a new thing with slab away where when I create the slab away, we write down the exact date that the slab away began. So this helps us track it better. Wait, mister. Can you his name back over on that bag to avoid confusion when shipping? Can you put my name over my friend Smeek's name? I think we did that. Look, like this. See that? So this bag has your name on it, on the top. And so when you ship, we'll grab it, okay? So that should be all good. I think that's what you were asking me to do. He says, oh, my bad. Sorry. No problem, man. All right, guys. So tonight, we're going to have another round of the giveaway. We have to give out 3 spots right now. So type in TCC. We're going to have another round of the giveaway. Snorlax is going to continue. The trade break's going to continue. It's all here. Here's the new 9 break. It's an unknown. Tonight, it's all going to keep going. And, yeah, it's looking good. Today was pretty busy. Did you guys consider jumping into this crazy thing? So this has one $40 spot left. I can host a gym break on this just for fun if somebody wants to take a shot at a whole box of My Little Pony for 20 bucks. Okay. All right, let's pick out some people here. And then I got to wrap up and go hang out with Karis before the day's over, before she gets sleepy. You know, she gets sleepy easily. That's one of the problems. She goes to sleep sometimes early. And Joey Albrecht. All right, and tonight this giveaway finishes. I suspect it's worth more than 40. It turned out it was a numbered card. I don't think I priced it that way. So it's a nice giveaway. I'll see you guys for the late night stream for Friday. See you soon.